yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be a bit confused by double offlaners, but I'm very happy to see it either way. And we will be seeing. No, that's I'm confused now. I'm not even sure if the Popo and Koopa is gonna support here.
Yeah, it is. It is probably a port, and
It is,
Jay
right?
will be using the Lolita, and Jeff Kitty Forever will be playing the Hellcat, which actually destroys the entire lineup of Season 2 champions.
My gosh. Okay, so if it wasn't for the Hellcrit pick, I would have said, you know what, S3 is gonna have a problem. But Season 2 is, as you said, it is kind of vulnerable to a Hellcrit as well. So quick predictions. I'll just throw this one out first. I'll get S3 as my vote.
Yeah, let's follow the storyline rock hard. I'm going with Season 3 champion.
It's 3-0 here for us guys. I'm gonna go for the Season 3 champions as well.
All right, so we'll have to find out if, of course, Season 3 champions can solidify the storyline. You know, back then in Season 3, they got what they wanted. They were the underdogs, but they proved everyone wrong against a very tough opponent. Let's see if they can do that here as well in this first matchup. Best of 5 going all the way, ladies and gentlemen, into Game 5. It's going to be very, very exciting. So I hope you guys are ready. Hope you guys got your restroom breaks like one of our casters think really needs. And we are going into the game here for Season 2 versus Season 3 champion.
All right, again, going into the mile. What was that statement? Going the mile. Walking the mile for both teams leading up to the final game of this series is a battle between Season 2 champions versus Season 3 champions. I'm out of words because I have drank water for so long, but this is going to be the last game, the last hurrah of both teams on this specific series, and no early aggression whatsoever happening for both teams unless Jay falls down here.
Yeah, Jay's almost gonna fall down there. There was a little bit of a scuffle there on the top lane tri-bush, but you know they managed to survive there, relatively speaking, between Jay and Eson. That's gonna be the flicker expended by Few relatively early to wants to make sure that he doesn't fall down to Popo and Koopa. And
yeah,
that's already the first one.
I was actually going to say, I'm surprised that they laned Jeff Kitty Forever against the Uranus. You're not supposed to do that. Uranus owns the Hellcat in the laning stage, okay? So if you are a Hellcat and there's a Cho, and I think this is why they picked up the Hellcat. It's against a Cho. It's a very good matchup. You need to find the lane of the Cho.
Yeah, and Leomord can pretty much stand toe-to-toe against a Uranus too.
Yeah.
Or are they funneling all their resources onto Jeff Cutie Forever though?
Well, it's not a bad idea, but this Hellcat would have had a better early game if he was playing on the bottom lane. Kilowatt, as you mentioned, he can lane totally against the Uranus. What he can do is just wait out the wave, and on top lane, Uranus will just totally own Jeff Kitty Forever. There's no actual real way for them to fight against Uranus. Look at all your heroes, with the sole exception of Harith. All of you are melee cores or melee heroes, and you know what Uranus likes better than Regen is melee heroes.
And this is not good. This is not a good start. This is not a good start. Season 3 had a better composition, but I think just like what we've been stressing out here, it's the positioning. And as I say that, there goes the Dark Knight falls into the kill onto Tets. Beautiful jump there with the Deadly Stingers. Rio forced to use out the Zone Force in order to back off there from Few. Few's gonna be taken out by Rio, and now the game start is being turned around here by the Season 3 champions.
Yeah, even though it's bad, they had a bad start. The first win condition that Season 3 champions have is the Hellcat. But remember, there's also a secondary win condition they have, the Harith. If you look at the lineup of Season 2 champions, the only control that they have against this hero is the Dance of the Akai and the Kick of the Cho. So whenever those two ultimates are down, the Harith will have a free game on the entirety of his team fight present.
I mean, unless Daisenia times his Sanguine Claws just right, to catch Rio. That could have been that would be a small opening for them to try to burst down Harith.
It's gonna be hard to actually pull that off once the Zaman Force has been laid out. Remember, the ability of this hero is crazy high. Like if you get a catch on the Harith with your second skill on the Sicilian, you're gone.
Oh, there goes another Zaman Force though. As we were talking about that, that's Tet's falling down immediately. Few might be next, and he is gonna be next. Oh, the Numino Blast actually catches him. And they catch Yako as well. They get traded out. Jay gets eliminated because he was overstaying his turret. And this is going to be Kilowash able to secure this turtle. It's actually going to go to Lusty.
Aside from the fact that it's very hard to control the Harith, there's no actual damage yet as of now for Season 2 champions. They're still waiting out for the damage output on Few. They're still waiting out for the damage output on Yaku. The only real reliable damage that they have is the Sanya being the primary mage on this lineup. But if you look at the lineup of Season 3 champions, every single one of them are capable of fighting with the cover up of the Dark Knight Falls, which essentially eliminates the vision of Sicilian, and it makes it so hard to hit the spell. And adds to the fact that there's also the shield that can come out from Jay. So essentially, the win condition of Season 2 champions is already out of the table.
And Eson might also be out of the table because Lusty is in a duel here. Top lane turn is going to go down, and a dive in to the Deadly Stingers is enough to secure that Zaman Force to dive this turret, take down Daisenia as well. And this is going to be a tier 2 turret going down, no doubt. It's just going to be Tessa on its own. We'll be forced to use the Hurricane Dance to push the turret minion out of the way, but this is a big wave, and this turret is going to go down. Lusty's going to be diving in as well, and Eson's going to be backing him up. Forced to flicker out there, and that's going to be a complete disengage. Just secure the objectives.
They just secured what they needed and immediately transitioning into a blue buff invade here for Season 3 champions. But the fact of the matter is they don't need to get that blue buff as they can get the kills on the heels of Season 2 champions. And again, the protection is there. Kilowash with a Phantom Speed. The horse has not been taken by the Leomord, but that's no problem for them as they are able to take the fight. Actually, Kilowash does get the horse, and Rio just cleans up house. And Season 2 champions, they don't have the capabilities of fighting at the moment.
Man, it has been a while since I've seen Barbiel in the pro scene.
I almost forgot the name, by the way. I kept calling it horse.
Yeah, I mean, as long as Kilowash is riding his steed, he's riding his. Well, he's not riding his high horse because he's Kilowash is a pretty nice guy, pretty humble guy. Yeah. But as long as he's riding on Barbiel and Zaman Force is placed, Rio and Kilowash will just dish out damage left and right. Jeff Cutie Forever is gonna be there to just clean up house. Gonna do the police work, so to speak. I cannot translate that directly into English.
Yeah, there's no. I think there's no actual translation for that phrase on the Filipino cast. But anyway, on the bottom lane, how do you actually stop this push? From the shields are up and the damage is there. If you try to fight the Harriet, there's a Phantom Steed that can come out in front of your face, and if you try to find other lanes to push, there's a Hellcurt on the top lane that you can't even touch. There's no real control on Jeff Kitty Forever. It's only a few, but remember the silence will pop out if they try to jump on Jeff Kitty Forever. Alright, Numinum Blast from Jay. Okay, the flicker will not be used as he saw that there's no target can be potentially hit by the Numinum Blast.
And would have been too greedy for Jay to flicker in. He could catch 4 people there, but the rest of his team cannot dive the turret.
Yeah,
just yet.
Well, if he does that, it's just for the highlights.
Yeah, just for the highlight. And we'll be freaking, 4-man Numinum Blast, and then he dies.
Up and he dies. Okay, game's done.
But game's done. That could have been a turnaround for the Season 2 champions. But they need the Season 2 champions. They actually need to control Jay here. Find a way for them to just get Jay away from charging up the Numinum Blast. As I say that, they get a stun onto that's forced to use his 1,000-pounder to get out of there. Numinum Blast being charged up once again. Flicker onto View, the Purify just on time there.
By the way, did you
Out of
see
pure-
that
no pure price.
from Kilowatt? He baited out the kick from the show. Few was actually able to get a knock up on the Leomord, but before that, Kilowatt sidestepped the direction that Few was facing, so he was not kicked inside the base of Season 2 champions. Man, the mechanics are coming out.
I just gotta say though, I'm curious of what happened there because I could have sworn that the Numina Blast could have hit, should have hit Few. He didn't have any purifies available too.
I think
But
that was
a shampoo maybe, yeah. But there goes Barbiel once again in the game. Here comes the Barbiel.
And Harris, having the turtle buff, is now in position to take the turret of Season 2 champions. Look at the damage output from the Harris. Accidentally hitting Yako on the face with the Chrono Dash. And he was meant to hit the tower, by the way.
Man, this is the Numina Blast is also available from Jay. No, any amount of defense that Season 2 champions have will be completely denied. Numina Blast just to zone out the Season 2 champions. Very nice move there. Not gonna be committing into a dash into a Numina Blast. That's Tet's falling down. Mid lane turret is falling down as well. Then backlines. There goes Jeff Cutie forever. HPs are depleting here quite fast. As well as the mid lane turret HP going down. No minions available. Top lane turret is next in line here. Rio and Jay, they're overstaying their welcome though.
This dog of Lusty is zoning out Season 2 champions. The trap inside the freaking base. It held Few off for a few seconds, and it was enough window for Jeff Cutie Forever to work with, to jump in and burst him down. He was not expecting the lockdown from the trap. That's why they caught Few off guard.
And this is going to be the Lord being taken by Season 3 champions. They have Lord priority. They're just going to try to shove the lane in the bot lane so that they can secure this Lord even more, even better. While Lusty tries to secure this for himself. Barbiel going to be summoned once again.
Okay, get back. Or they can fake it back. They can fake it. They have a leader on the position to scout if Season 2 champions is gonna go for a steal, but the right option is to just wait it out. And meanwhile, Season 3 champions clear the Lord as fast as possible. Lesson might be caught off here. The sustain is there, the region is there, but the chase is still ongoing for the flicker. Oh my goodness, the flicker in from Jay. It hits 3 heroes. But the side of Season 2 champions, they eliminate Tech. Guy is out of the field already. No team fight presence whatsoever for the Season 2 champions. And the kill coming there. Oh my god, they get counter kill. They get a kill on the Leomord and the Harriet. Very nice play there from the Sicilian and the carry.
Man, that was a beautiful timing on that Sanguine Claws onto Dystania. Just as Kilowatt and Rio were backing off, timed the Sanguine Claws just right in order to catch him under turret range and just able to delete him.
Yeah, I think that was on Jeff Cutie Forever. He hesitated on using the Dark Knight Fall, and it allowed Desanya to actually play the team fight for Season 2 champions. But the Lord is already inside the base of the red team. But the problem is they don't have the damage to deal with the players on the side that are alive on the side of Season 2 champions.
And this bottom lane turret is being chipped down by the minion waves as well. And they're applying a lot of pressure. The Season 3 champions are playing like this is Season 3 all over again. Applying a lot of pressure on the side of the Season 2 champions, making sure that they do not go out of the base. So waiting for a proper opportunity here to engage. Jay's just waiting on the back lines while waiting for the rest of his team to join up and finish the fight potentially. One more team fight.
Yeah.
Oh, nice wave the dragon though. Might just pay the price for it.
Gonna catch on Jay here, but he is able to get away scar free. Although he needs to recall back, it will just take a matter of time before Season 3 champions once again attempts to go inside base of Season 2 champion.
Man, I wonder. Actually, thinking about the comebacks here for the Season 2 champions. Yako is slowly becoming a problem. Endless Battle and a Golden Staff already available for him. Should be impactful, actually. They just need space for... They just need to make space so that Hellkurt won't be able to dive in towards Yako.
I honestly don't see it happening because if you want to win a team fight here for Season 2 champions, you need to get the catch on Harith and Helkert at the same time. That's how hard this game is for Season 2 champions. For Tets, it's very hard to execute. Phantom Steed has already been burned out by the limit. And there you go! The catch on the back of Tets is in the front lines. Helkert was able to slay Yaku down before he was able to position himself to take the heroes that Titans caught off guard. And too many cores are down for the side of Season 2 champions. And Season 3, they might rush it. The throne is theirs, and the game as well as the series, they are once again legendary.